How you doing?
Hey man, the reason I pulled you over, you're super late at that light. I was watching the light. You were not even across the stop bar on the side when the light was red. So.
I'm following behind my damn boy. He took forever to get through.
Yeah, you're good. No, I got that. I got that.
This shit is funny. This shit is funny.
Oh my fucking god! Oh shit!
I was like, damn, I almost made it in the game.
Like yo, we didn't go fast or nothing. Shit, man, that's crazy. You wanna pick us up? Man, let me grab a pick with you. Hold on.
I was shaking, taking pictures.
Yo, can't turn here. I'm sorry.
Alright, y'all. So as y'all see, I'm currently in the M8. Is this my favorite car? I'm not really sure. I can't say if it is because I ain't got my M6 back and I really love my TRX. But I'm trying to, you know what I'm saying? I'm trying to bring y'all more content. Like, you know what I'm saying? I'm trying to stop BSing and bring y'all more content, bro. So in order for me to do that, I gotta start vlogging more. And I gotta get on my damn near like my IRL shit. You know what I'm saying? That's pretty much what it is. Because this is me stepping in the world of maybe becoming a streamer. You know what I'm saying? Maybe I should start streaming. Kai kind of motivated me when we were talking. He like, bro, you need to start doing this, doing that. And I'm just like, damn. And then Marco already be on my head. Like, my bro Marco, he be on my head. He be like, bro, you gotta do this. You could be so much bigger. And I just be like, man, I don't be trying to do nothing crazy, shawty. You know what I'm saying? Like, god damn. But at the end of the day, it is what it is. Regardless of the fact, I got the A75. This is my first video that I'll be shooting with the A75. So I'm pretty ecstatic, happy, and hyper about having this camera and shooting way more content. And mind you, I had the A7 IV, exact same damn camera. This one just got AI and it's a little bit better. I'm gonna lie, I'm one of them people that want the best of the best. You know what I'm saying? I don't give a damn, I want the best of the best. But anyway, just to touch on what's going on. So today's video is gonna be about how do you avoid being pulled over by the police? Yes, the irony. That's what we're talking about. And I just want to kind of talk to people about it because people see a lot of my videos of me getting pulled over and just my videos of interactions with the police in general. And they always asking me like, you know, how do you get out of these situations? What do they do if they in these situations? And I just kind of want to give y'all some advice. And mind you, I don't have to take nothing I say at face value. I'm not nowhere near my perfect. Nothing I say is 100% valid or hold any merits. This is just my opinions of going through life and dealing with the things I've been dealing with. I do want to give y'all some advice on, you know, things I do and kind of get y'all stuff out of these situations. So first off, man, the first thing first I want to talk about is, okay, you know what, before we even get into that, hold on. Let me mentally prepare. All right, so mind y'all always probably wondering why I'm always on my phone. Like, okay, Q always in his phone and video. Bro, I'm literally busy 24/7. And I say that not trying to be like an asshole, but bro, my phone's ringing constantly, bro. Every freaking minute it's ringing. Whether that's customers coming for jewelry, customers coming to get work on their car, friends, family, my shorty, you know, my kids, whoever. So my phone's constantly just ringing. So I'm constantly on it networking. And I believe in this day and age, if you're not on your phone, you sleeping and missing out on a whole lot of money. So you should be on your phone a lot. You know what I'm saying? I tell my kids don't be on their phone, but they're not making no money. They're not making no content and, you know, adjusting things doing that. But y'all, yeah, you need to be on your phone 24/7. But I'm doing better and I'm gonna stop being on my phone as much, especially while driving, because it's definitely not safe. And I respect it. If y'all see me grab my phone, just know this is a green screen and I'm not really driving. So y'all good. But anyway, to get to the details. So what do I do to avoid getting pulled over by the police? First off, no matter what, everything's gonna depend on the type of car you're driving. I don't care if you're black, you're white, you're Asian, you're Dominican, whatever. The number one thing that's gonna matter is what car are you driving, because that brings the most attention to what's going on. Now, understand, the police can always run your tag from a distance. So no matter who you are, they can figure out who you are. So you can get pulled over because of who you are. That's not what we talking about. What we talking about is the car you're driving. Whether it's a Honda, whether it's a Lambo, whatever. That's gonna be one of the main things. So say for instance, I'll use a BMW. Say for instance, you in a 2014 BMW 328 black. The odds of the police pulling you over is a lot lower. It's a lot lower. And I say that to mean, if you got warrants and your tag expired, yeah, getting pulled over, they run it. You know, that's just a thing. thing. But if the police see you or you're driving or it's late at night, they're probably gonna let you pass by and not really mess with you. Because at the end of the day, if I'm being honest, police can pull you over for anything they want. No matter what, they can pull you over for anything. I know multiple officers and they told me, it's always gonna be something going on with a car. It can be the tag, it can be, you know, even when you buy cars from the dealership, they can find a reason. They can say, oh, well, I thought, you know, tint was this, oh, the tail lights are too dark. I mean, whatever, they could just find a reason, you know what I'm saying? So don't ever get it twisted. Like, you kind of at a disadvantage with that. It's just kind of part of the game. But they're not gonna just pull you over for nothing. You know what I'm saying? The police don't really be on that type of time all the time. Every cop's not out to get you, bro. You have cops that just do their job and they're pretty good. But at the same time, understand, if you're riding around in a 2013 BMW that's low key, you probably won't get messed with or seen that much. But if you want a 2020 Hellcat and it's lime red or just a bright vivid color, yeah, you might get pulled over more. You might get messed with more. The police might see you and be attracted to you more and be like, oh, let me just see what's going on. They might just get behind you just to see what you're gonna do, see if you're fidgetated, see if you're gonna make a turn. You know what I'm saying? They might do that. And that's just part of the game of knowing what car you in. And then you got the preference of being like in a Mopar, which has a bad rep. You know what I'm saying? They're always stolen. People always running from the police in them. It's so much stuff going on with it that you're gonna be against odds with that car anywhere it goes. And you have a better chance of getting pulled over being in a Hellcat than you do being in a Honda Accord or a BMW. Now, if you're in a clapped out Honda with no bumper, no hood, loud as hell, you might have a better chance of getting pulled over by the police than a Hellcat. You know what I'm saying? So everything matters on the type of car you're driving and the type of car it is. Those are the first things. Now, two is the person. If you're driving and your damn license suspended, they can see in their system, in their computer, that you don't have a valid license, or, you know, they can see those things. Now, you might wag most of the time, but every once in a while when you pull by, they're probably gonna see the car, run it. They have the universal things to read tags from miles away, and they can pull you over for that. Now, another thing the police do, which they don't talk about, is they have access to all of the CCTV, whatever it's called, footage. So they can always ping where a car is. So say for instance, you ride by and your license suspended, or you in a stolen car, you in a hot box, and they're posted up and they see you, but you going so fast that they kind of just don't see you, or they didn't catch you in time. They could ping it to the footage around and figure out where your car is based off traffic lights, cameras, other things. And they could just tell another officer, hey, this car over here, it was suspicious, it has suspended license, you know, see what's going on. And just like that, they can ping to someone else and have them potentially pull you over. That's just the reality of it. That's just a possibility. It's crazy, bro. It's the middle of December and it's hot outside. It's literally 70 degrees. I'm turning my AC on right now. The heat was on last night because it was cold. I'm turning my AC on. It's crazy. Atlanta is different, to say the least. But understand that there's plenty of ways that you can get pulled over, you know what I'm saying? And then on top of that, you know, if your car loud, if you know you got crazy tint, those are also ways that might get you pulled over. Now, what to do when you get pulled over? This is what y'all here for. That's what y'all want to know. So first off, I'm gonna tell y'all this. I grew up in poverty, you know what I'm saying? I come from the bottom. So no matter what, no matter how legit I am, no matter how good I am, how straightforward I am, I always get nervous when I get pulled over by the police. It doesn't matter. It's been instilled in me for years that I can't shake it. So that's why people relate to my videos so much, because you'll see a video of me getting pulled over and nothing be going on. I literally could be clean, no problem, but I'm still gonna be nervous. And police, they train to look for that. So you need to remain as calm as possible when you get pulled over. You know, always think positive, you know, keep your hands in sight, you know what I'm saying? Make small conversation. I know it's like, you know, you had a right to not say anything, but if you pulled over and you're not doing that, make small conversation. Like, hey, how you doing today? You know, what's going on? How may I help you? And, you know, conversate, like treat them like they're normal human beings. And you'll be surprised how far just that little interaction will get you. Now, you do have some cops that are just already against you off rip, and that's just life, but that's people out here, that's YNs out here. You got YNs out here ready to come just catch you just lacking off rip. So you can't treat everybody the same. Matter of fact, you can treat everybody the same. You treat everybody with some decency and respect until they show you otherwise. Now, when they be an asshole, then yeah, you can react however you would react to it. Get on the common decency of just, hey, what's going on? You know, da-da-da. You know, you ain't gotta yell, you ain't gotta do it. And even if you're not in the wrong, I know it sucks, but sometimes it's best to still keep a cool head and just be smooth about it. Like, yeah, how may I help? Like, what's, you know, and keep it as smooth as you can. You'd be surprised how far that gets you. Now, I ain't telling y'all to go cop a plea. Some of y'all probably feel I shouldn't have to do that. They work for me. All I'm saying is this is what works for me. Now, something else that I tend to always do is when I get pulled over, first thing I do is I kind of put all my cameras up. And I know this is kind of weird, but for me, it makes sense because I have my dash cameras recorded. So I try not to have my camera all in the officer's face, like, you know, because I'll be vlogging and I ain't gonna be like, hey, what's going on, officer? For one, people are different on camera, and that goes for us content creators and then people who are in the mix of our content. Both sides will react different when they see a camera. So it could make them uncomfortable. Now, that don't mean, goddamn, if something happened, they tripping out, yeah, have your camera out. You know, if they already got hostility, you want to catch some proof, you should have your camera out. Or, you know, have a dash camera like me where you can be nonchalant with it. So you're not making them uncomfortable and forcing their hand. And again, I say all this to say, I'm not saying that this is okay or right or wrong, none of that. Give me y'all a general preference on how I feel about it. So I tend to not have my camera all in their face when they coming up to interact with me. And I treat it like a genuine reaction. I'm not looking for a moment like, oh, let me record the police. Hey, I'm pulled up, you know what I'm saying? No, I'm not looking for that moment. Now, I know that in the back of my mind it's gonna get recorded, so that's a plus. And maybe that's why I'm not looking for that moment like other people. But I think that kind of helps with my interactions, because out of the 20 times I've been pulled over and had to deal with the police, I probably got 2 or 3 just horror stories like assholes. You know what I'm saying? If I'm being honest, when I was like 16, I got tased in my head by the police. So if y'all ever noticed this mark right here, I got tased in my head by the police. And that's a whole story. We can go down story time, you know what I'm saying? But I pretty much doing some shit I had no business doing. I was a kid. But if I'm being real, it wasn't even nothing crazy. I didn't deserve to get tased in the head, no way, form, or fashion. You know what I'm saying? Literally, to make a long story short, I was at a club that I had got kicked out of because I got a fight in the club, got kicked out, and I went back in, and the police seen me. When they seen me, they was like, hey, come here. And I just took off running. They chased my ass. I ran across the spreadway. They tased me in the head. Woke up in the hospital. So, you know, you would think someone like me would have a vendetta against the police forever. But I mean, I get it. I was, you know, young, dumb, and they was doing their job. Now, not saying they was doing their job right. Not saying I was making their job any easier. However you want to judge is how y'all judge. But I say all that to say, you know, you still have to give everybody respect. Even after that, I still respect every officer I meet, especially the good ones. When I meet good officers, I befriend them. I try to be their friend because that's dope. I want to encourage them to keep doing that. You know what I'm saying? It does start with us. Like, good, keep being good. You know what I'm saying? And have morals and respect and treat people decent. So I say all that to say, dealing with the police, you know, you have to come at them as like, okay, he's just another human like me. And I know a lot of times they be feeling like we be the ones with the ego. They be the ones feeling like they got power over you. They got authority over you because they the police. And that shit sucks because now it puts you in a situation where you kind of like, hell no, I ain't going for that. So every situation is gonna be different. I can't tell you how to react every time, but these are the tips that I use generally when I get pulled over. Before I see the person, before I react or whatever, this is what I usually do. I usually just say, you know what? Hey, what's going on, officer? How you doing? And then, you know, like, bro, I done been accused. Like, they'll come up and accuse me, like, oh, you was speeding. And I'm like, oh, sir, I was not speeding. You know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna, hey, man, what the fuck, bro? I wasn't speeding, shouted. I got camera. You know what I'm saying? I'm a grown-ass man. You know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna resort to, you know, being just ignorant or, you know, just trying to, nah, I'm gonna give you a nice response. You know, I'm gonna still treat you with that common courtesy. And you'll be surprised how much the officers respect that and be like, damn. Sometimes be a breath of fresh air for them because they thinking I'm about to be an asshole. And I'm like, oh no, sir. I treat everybody respect. You know what I'm saying? Officers, teachers, a crackhead on the street, everybody get the same respect. Until you cross that line, then we get disrespectful. You know what I'm saying? Nah, just play. Don't get disrespectful. Just do the right thing. My tips is, man, at the end of the day, try to be as calm as you can. Be calm. And I know it's hard because I'm an antsy person. No matter what, when the police pull me over, I'm not calm. I'm nervous, no matter what. So for me to tell y'all that, it's kind of contradicting, but I do try to be calm. It's just my calm is different because I'm so damn ADHD. I'm so hyped. So I'm fidgetating. And I also be like, you okay? You moving a lot. And I'm just like, yeah, I'm good. So I try to do things to remain calm. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'll just sit there, sit on my phone instead of me just sitting there looking all weird or doing something. You know what I'm saying? Definitely remain calm. Number 2, treat the officer with respect, man. No matter what. If they come out, bro, I literally have a video of the police getting out their car. I'm talking about on.
Yeah, I got you now, boy. You were speeding. And I wasn't even speeding.
And he got out on fuck shit. And it was GSP. Y'all know GSP don't play. But I still remain calm. You know what I'm saying? I still chilled out and was like, what's going on, officer? Like, what's like, you know what I'm saying? Just talk to him. And I wound up getting out of getting 2 tickets. Everybody give me 2 tickets. Because let me just tell y'all the story. I was leaving the car event and Quez driving the track out. I'm in the MA. So we leaving the event. And mind you, you know when you leave an event, that's another tip. Understand, car people, when you leave a car event, the police are going to be waiting. They're going to be on demon time when you leave an event. They're looking for people leaving events because everybody leave events and wild out. They either go to a takeover or they pull off speeding or they pull, you know, whatever happens. So always think that in the back of your mind when you leave an event. It's like, police is probably out here waiting on us to cut up. So just remember that because I know that. So when I was leaving this event, I'm like, all right, we can't be acting a fool. But, you know, that don't mean we not gonna be hitting the gas, getting some videos. So when we was leaving the event, I pretty much was like, hey, Quez, let's make a video. And I wanted to do the M8 and the track out like this, you know what I'm saying? One of them Instagram videos. So he like, bet. So it's me, Quez, and Jax. Jax behind us in the TRX, me and Quez in the front. So he pull up on the side of me and I'm just hitting it. Yeah, you know, we doing this. You know how the Mopar be. You know, we doing that. And mind you, I never done the M8, so the M8 so damn fast. It be shoo, oh shit, you know what I'm saying? And it got down, track off. So we doing that, mind y'all, we probably at 50 miles per hour. Maybe getting up to like 60, you know what I'm saying? Maybe, because we are doing that. But in the mix of that, the police pull up, GSP pull up, bro. And I'm like, oh. And I'm thinking they not even pulling us over. I'm like, who they pulling over? Because I seen them behind me and it didn't really register like, okay, we was just doing this. I'm just not really, you know, I'm kind of, but then I realized they was pulling us over. I'm like, what the fuck? So they pull us over, but the officer got the car like,
Yeah, caught y'all last street racing.
I'm like, huh? Street racing? You know, at that moment, I could have snapped. Like, bro, y'all lying. We was not street race, got me fucked up. You know, just go in, blah, 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 blah. But I had to think about it. From their perspective, it probably do look like we were street racing. And at the moment, I wasn't even thinking that, but now that I'm thinking back, it probably do look like that. But in reality, we wasn't racing. We wasn't even going that fast. So off rip, the officer came like on demon time. He was like snapping. But I was just cool about it. Like, look, you know what I'm saying? We wasn't racing, bro. I promise you we weren't racing. I know it looked crazy, and I explained to him. I even showed him the video. Like, bro, we was making an Instagram video and showed it to him. And, you know, right then and there, he went and talked to his partner. He was still like snapping, but he was like, all right, you know, fuck it, well, cool then. We're gonna let y'all slide. And I'm like, oh shit. You know, not saying they shouldn't let us slide. We weren't racing, we weren't speeding, but in that moment, it did look kind of crazy. So if they would have gave it to us, I mean, I would have probably had to just fight it and just show my proof. But man, that would have been a whole lot of hassle that who wants to deal with, who wants to go through that. So, you know, in the mix of all that, man, wound up getting a pass. He wound up saying, y'all good, man, just chill out, you know what I'm saying? Don't be out here racing. And then one of the officers, he wound up knowing my videos and shit. So it was cool that, you know, I kept my cool and, you know, stayed respectful through the whole thing. Because even though I felt like I wasn't in the wrong, I could have still snapped and be like, nigga, I'm not in the wrong, I wasn't racing, you know what I'm saying? But I looked at it from their, you know, perspective and just was like, hey, look, this what it was. And, you know, he was like, bro, y'all was doing 70, 80. I'm just like, nah, we was doing 50, 60, you know what I'm saying? But that's just one of the few times that I've been pulled over in a situation where that could have went left, bro. He could have easily gave us both speeding tickets. Because when I got pulled over, but Quez stopped too because he like, what the hell? So he could have gave us both speeding tickets, reckless driving, speed racing, anything, even though we weren't doing it. He could have just been on that type of time. Like, I'm about to make an example out of y'all. And on his dash camera, you probably see us doing this, so it probably looked like we were racing. But in reality, we wasn't going even, you know what I'm saying? And I told him, like, these both my cars. I'm not racing some random person. These are both my cars. I'm just truly blessed, man. And a lot of y'all always in the comments asking me, like, what do I do to avoid getting pulled over? You know, have these smooth interactions with the police. Now, me being a black man, I'm mixed. I'm biracial, you know what I'm saying? So I'm half Irish, half black. When you have black, you black, you know what I'm saying? That's just what it is. And, you know, I grew up in poverty, bro. Like, my mom was literally the only white person in the neighborhood growing up. That's how crazy it was. You know, I get it, you know what I'm saying? I'm always be feeling like I'm against the odds, and I am. That's why one thing I don't play with any female, and this just a hidden gem for y'all. Men, fellas, guys, boys, understand this. One thing I cannot forgive for a female that I'm dealing with is if she ever calls the police on me. Now, mind y'all, there's some motherfuckers out here who probably need the police calling them. It probably is wild. They probably put their hands on females. I'm not talking about them. Me, I don't play that. I was raised by women, so I don't even, you know what I'm saying? I don't even do that type shit. I would never play a female. If me and you can't work it out without you calling the police and you call the police on me, that's something I can never come back from. Thank God I haven't had to deal with that before, but I know people who have had to deal with that and their whole life done changed off of that. And it's like, bro, being a black man in America, nah, that's something you never do. You know what I'm saying? You never call the police on, you know what I'm saying? Nah. I don't play that. And it could be my perspective because of how I am and, you know, how I handle things. I know I would never put a female in that predicament where she needs to call the police. I'm here to protect you, you know what I'm saying? Not the police. That's one thing, if a female ever call the police on you, man, that's something that me personally, I can't come back from. I don't know about y'all, but I can't come back from that. You know, if my girl was to ever be like, yeah, fuck you, I'm calling the police, and then, you know, make up a story or call the police on some BS. Bro, I'm already against the odds, and you gonna call these folks, and anything can happen. That's how you can get shot, you can get locked up, you can get charges that, you know what I'm saying? It's just, nah, that's one thing that, if it ever happened to you, man, I hope you take a moment to realize, like, nah, you deserve better, bro, don't do it. Unless you just a piece of, you know, P-O-A-M-N-I, you know what I'm saying? I'm trying not to cuss. Then you deserve it. If you out here doing, you know, crazy stuff, then that's different. Then they deserve it, all by all means. Call the police on their ass, you know what I'm saying? I'll call the police on a nigga, I'll call the police on the YN, you know what I'm saying? If I got to. Rather do that than harm them or hurt them, you know what I'm saying? So, yeah, man, I just want to give y'all my tokens, man, on what I do to avoid getting pulled over by police, or what I do when I'm pulled over by the police, or just how to interact with cops in general, and just, you know, I actually know a couple cops, so if y'all want me to do an interaction, a video interviewing a cop, and just maybe take them on a ride in a car and just catch their reaction and talk to them about what they think about policing and police brutality, and how people interact with them, how they want to be interacted with, how they want to be, you know what I'm saying? Like, maybe if I could do that and just, you know, bridge that gap, because it actually is good cops out here, man, and they good dudes, and they actually want to do the right thing and want to help you. So, you know, we need to put some light on them instead of all the BS we always see with all the crooked, bad cops that just don't even deserve a badge. They just POS people, man, you know what I'm saying? Like, so let me know if that's something y'all be interested in me doing, because I definitely wouldn't mind doing something like that. I think that'd be pretty cool, and you know what I'm saying? I think that'd be dope for people to see, but I don't know. But I'm on the way to go pull up on Kai right now and drop some of my merch off. Yes, Renegade Apparel. My merch is here. It's not here, these are my sample pieces, but I'm about to pull up on Quan, pull up on Kai, get him some merch. Quan gonna do a shoot for me. Got my dog for show. And Kai gonna do a shoot with the merch in front of the Lambo, and then he gonna do some pictures with it. So that's about to be crazy. So hey, if y'all don't know, Renegade Apparel, if it ain't out now, it's coming out real soon. Y'all better get in. It's gonna be crazy. Renegade Apparel, ATL, that's the Instagram, the website. It's gonna be wild, man. I finally got my own, you know what I'm saying? Not merch, apparel, you know what I'm saying? I got a clothing brand, you know what I'm saying? Garments, pieces. Quan taught me that one. So, y'all make sure y'all tap in for that. And if y'all need jewelry, I ain't got no chain on right now, but if y'all need jewelry, you know what I'm saying? Jewels by OKQ is gonna get you right. And y'all know I gotta end this with a pool, you know what I'm saying? Damn, the police everywhere though. But we definitely, I don't even know if the camera can handle this. This mount been pretty good though, but hold on. This motherfucker be moving, hey, be moving. Oh, another thing, y'all, last final tip. Man, pay attention when you on that road, bro. When I'm driving, I'm constantly looking ahead. I ain't looking for what's right in front of me. I'm looking all the way up to see if the police sit. And that's also how I drive. When I drive and I'm like going through traffic, or I'm just kind of accelerating, I always never pay attention to the car right in front of you. Pay attention to the car in front of the car in front of you. And that helps me to know how to maneuver, where to go, you know what I'm saying? Okay, this lane's about to clear. It's not necessarily the car in front of you, it's the car in front of that car. That's how I drive. And also, that's how I look for the police, you know what I'm saying? I'm always looking just to see if, you know what I'm saying? Like, hey, is there anywhere out here? I'm not gonna just look right here, I'm looking all up there. And down low ways too, but I ain't gonna bore y'all no more, man. I appreciate y'all. Make sure y'all comment, like, subscribe. We working, man, we constantly working. I got an 875, so I'm trying to shoot, you know what I'm saying? Let's do the content, y'all, let's hit it. But let me know what else y'all want to see, man, what other topics y'all want. I want to do a video driving like this, and I want to put a green screen in the back seat. So I'm driving, but maybe I can make something play back there where it look like, I don't know, I don't know. Let me know if you can do that. If you're a graphic guy who can do that, hit me on Instagram at OrangeKing26. I need a good ass editor who could do something like that. So let me know, man, but it's been your boy OKQ, and I'm riding with the M8 with the hood off. And I'm about to put the 360 camera on, about to get some content in, and I'm gone. The M8 so damn fast, they be shooting, I'm like, oh shit, you know what I'm saying? And the goddamn crack off.